For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jamar Chase, 55 yards. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
43 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Lance now on first down. To Barkley on the check down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A first down carry for Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Flushed out right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first and 10, here's Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing now is Lance. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 35 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Austin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Out to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They go play action here on first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 15, check 15.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel. But maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down and the punt team is out there. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Lance. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Second down, they go again with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 30, Panthers 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McCann for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Saquon Barkley able to push his way through. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Lance now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On first down, Lance. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And now they'll throw with Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. A handoff to Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds here.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Harris is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Tyreek Hill on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 6. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and inches. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Out of the gun now on third down. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Lance and company going on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Lance. This one left side caught by Patterson.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Panthers. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 15. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson, 79 yards. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Lance. That one complete to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Lambo on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On the give, this is Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence presence felt in the backfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. On first down, it's Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30. 10. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Carolina, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.